your giant. So take that step. Your destiny awaits. All right, we've talked about the power of beliefs and the impact of decisions. Now let's delve into the concept of neuroassociative conditioning, or NAC for short. Sounds like a mouthful, doesn't it? But don't worry, we'll break it down. Neuroassociative conditioning is essentially a process of reconditioning your brain to...
Yo, what's going on, family? Hopefully y'all are doing amazing this morning. Happy Thursday as we get ready to take off for episode number 136. I just want to say that y'all sit back, relax. Today's show is going to be an absolute movie. All right, this one right here is a great one. There's a lot of great things happening, a lot of big things happening in the space of crypto. I ask that you all do me a favor and just share this link out. Let a couple people know, friends, family. I know y'all already do this, so I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Vic. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Y'all trying a new haircut. You know what I mean? I'm taking it back. Trying to I'm gonna be 31 October 12th. You know, I'm a couple, literally it's September 21st. So if we flip that, we already on the 12th. So, one of my biggest things for myself this year, this entire year, was that 30 was going to be I wanted to make sure that 30, I had the body like I was at 21, that body like when I was at 20. That's the goal. So it's not just about the wealth that we're going to produce, but I heard someone say that if you got all this money, but you don't got the health, you can have all the money in the world, but if you're fat, you're obese, you can't go nowhere. You can't and there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. But understand. Hold on 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Hey, everybody mute y'all lines out. Make sure you mute your line out. Let me make sure I actually take care of the setting. I actually forgot to do that before I came in, y'all. So my apologies. But thank y'all so much for being here. Look, I'm not here. Look, if you're overweight, I understand, but you can always go for a walk. You can always go for a slight jog. You can always choose to eat better. You can always, these are choices that we have to make. You know what I mean? I understand these are choices we have to make. And the choice that we make is to get onto these calls to build wealth. We also have to make the choice to make sure that we're at our optimal health. That's also important, y'all. It's bigger than just one thing. You know what I mean? So I appreciate everybody for tuning in. This is the 136th episode. I will be back here in a couple minutes. Give me 5 minutes. I'm just rearranging my slides, making sure everything moves smooth for you guys. So sit back, enjoy. Please share this link out with your friends, with your family. Encourage people to hop on this call because they're going to only get nothing but value. And with that being said, let's get back to it.
Respond differently to stimuli. It's about creating new, empowering associations and breaking free from old, limiting ones. Think of it as rewiring your brain for success. But how does it work? It involves 6 crucial steps. Step 1, identify what you really want and what's preventing you from having it now. The first step is to get clear about your desired outcome and understand what's standing in your way. Step 2, get leverage. Find compelling reasons to change now. The more emotional intensity you feel about changing, the more likely you are to follow through. Step 3, interrupt the limiting pattern. The next step is to disrupt the old disempowering pattern. This could be done through a variety of techniques. For instance, if you're trying to break a habit of procrastination, you could interrupt the pattern by doing a physical activity like jumping jacks whenever you feel the urge to procrastinate. The idea is to jolt your system out of the old routine and create a space for something new. Step 4, create a new empowering alternative. Replace the old pattern with a new positive one. For example, instead of procrastinating, you could create a new pattern of taking immediate action on tasks. Visualize the benefits of this new pattern, the satisfaction of completing tasks, the reduction in stress, and the progress towards your goals. Step 5, condition the new pattern until it's consistent. Practice the new pattern until it becomes automatic. Repetition is key here. The more you practice the new behavior, the stronger the neural pathways become, and the easier it is for your brain to choose.
Cashback is good, but double cashback is even better.
Ooh, I agree.
Discover matches all the cashback
I
you
agree.
earned at the end of your first year, which is cashback at its best.
Hey, Hey, if you like cash back,
What knocks
hey,
people
if you like cash back, if you like crypto back, just let me know. Hopefully y'all got y'all uphold card so y'all can be getting that cash back.
Choose this new pattern over the old one. It's like creating a new groove in a record. The more the needle follows this groove, the deeper it gets, and the more likely it is to be chosen. Step 6, test the pattern. Finally, test the new pattern in your real life to ensure it works in different contexts. Remember, the power to change your life lies within you. And with neuroassociative conditioning, you have a powerful tool to harness your potential. We now arrive at a cornerstone of personal growth and success, goal setting. Tony Robbins once said, setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. Goals give us direction, they give us purpose, and most importantly, they give us a vision to work towards. But not all goals are created equal. To truly awaken the giant within, we need to set goals that are clear, compelling, and challenging. Let's break that down. Clear.
All right. Let's get into this bullish content, y'all. So welcome to Coffee and Crypto. I appreciate everybody for taking the time this morning. I know it's an early morning. I know everybody, I know everybody is probably, headed to work, at work, getting ready for work, getting the kids together if you're on the West Coast. So the fact that, you guys get up at 7 a.m., 8 a.m. Mountain Time, 9 a.m. East Central Time, and then even 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I just really want to say thank you. This is a very special moment for me because I see some names on here that, I haven't seen in a while. So, just excited to see you all tune into the show. Hope that you get some value. I hope that, the words and the show and all the content that I put together today will strike something in you because it struck something in me. And I bought more XRP last night. I surely did. And I plan to take 10% every single day of what I make and put it into XRP. So that's my personal goal. That does not have to be your goal. This is not financial advice. I'm not advising you to do that, but whatever I make every day, 10% will go into XRP from this moment moving forward. Well, yesterday's moment moving forward, and we're going to stay consistent because, guys, we are still in accumulation phase, and we are still in that beginning phase, right? For me, some people start buying XRP at $5, and I understand that. We'll be collecting some profits at $5, but I truly want to start today by really taking a look at these markets. Okay, and I want to start with CoinMarketCap. All right, today's show. We got some content to cover. We're going to talk about Sam Bankman-Fried's parents. We're going to talk about quite a few things that's going on right now in Congress. We're going to talk about Gary Gensler. We talk about a lot of stuff today. But before we get into there, I want you all to really just take a look at some things with me right quick. So one of the things I want y'all to pay attention to and take a look at is Bitcoin. All right, we're at $26,507 today. All right, now I want y'all to see that in 2017, okay, Bitcoin had this little rally right here and people remember this rally, right? Went up to like 20,000, almost $20,000, right? And then we went back down and we went into this like consolidation phase from like 2017. We consolidated, and the thing about it is, right, Bitcoin even did something that was special. It went back up, but it went back up to like 12.9, 13K. So it did not. So the next high that it made after it went down, after it went down was below the last all-time high. Now, I point this out for a reason, because success leaves clues, and the past will always predict the future. And so once we saw that, we had this kind of, and it looked like it was going into a downtrend, right? Because that's a high, here's a low, this is here's another high, and then this low right here didn't go below this low. So then what happened was, for maybe about a year's time, you saw this consolidation happen from like 2020 to up to like 2021, right? But then at the end of 2020 in December, and pay attention to these dates, right? Because it's 3 years. We're going into 2024. 2020 was the last what? Let me test y'all's knowledge. 2020 was the last what, family? Where am I? Let's see if y'all understand what's going on here in 2024. 2020 was the last what? Somebody let me know in the chat box. Hey, yo, shout out to YouTube, shout out to Twitter. We are live on those, right? The last bull run. No, that's not what thank you. There we go, TJ. There we go, TJ. And listen, TJ, wait, TJ. Where did you learn that? Where did we talk about that, TJ? Because TJ knows. TJ, where did we just learn this? Where did we just learn this? Me and TJ learned this together, right? He gonna let you know, right? We learned this here. It's every 4 years, right? But you also learn it from other places too. But I learned it from researching and actually for the boot camp that I'm doing, right? So this boot camp that I'm doing for 6 weeks is challenging me to really get in my bag and develop a curriculum that is holistically well put together so that I can bring more value to the nerds. I can bring more value to the world. I can bring more value to coffee and crypto. I can bring more value, right? So understand that. And there was a video that we played. And that video was this lady talking about the next crypto halving. And so the Bitcoin halving is coming up, family. And so understand that, look at this right here. So the previous halving before 2020 was what? 2016. If you pay attention right here, look at this. Look at this. 2016, the end of 2016. Look at this. Look at this. 740, boom. And in 2017, and then that bad boy just start taking off in 2017. And by like the end of 2017, we were at the first all-time high, right? Then look what happened. Boom, 2020 came, and at the end of 2020, what happened, family? We went to an all-new, by 2021, we went to another all-time high. So why do you think that they said that ISO 20022 has to be done by 2025, fully implemented? Because the biggest halving is going to happen in 2024, and it takes time for those what they call it's like a for the technology or the numbers or whatever, right? It takes time for that to actually catch up and make sense, because with the halving, you're adding more Bitcoin into the marketplace, right? And you're cutting how much the Bitcoin miners actually make. So I want to point this out because Bitcoin runs on proof of work, right? XRP runs on something called proof of stake. Oh, I hope y'all with me right now. There we go. The systems have to sync, right? The systems have to sync for the new halving supply. Thank you so much and that's why it's important to have other smart people around you, right? That's why I love the Zoom. That's why I love my community, because we plug in, right? Now check this out. Let's pay attention. Let's pay attention. So now we go look at XRP. And if we look at the all-time of XRP just like literally, like, if we pay attention, the thing shot up. It was like an overnight experience in 2017. Like this was like unprecedented. Like XRP, that right there, this type of move right here that just goes like that type of move, that should show you what's possible for this type of technology. I'm just going to tell you right now, that should tell you, what up, Mo? That should tell you what's possible. Now watch this. Then we crash down. XRP did the same thing Bitcoin did. Look at this. Bitcoin, think about it. This was the first Bitcoin bull run in 2017. Boom. XRP fell down. By 2021, the beginning of 2021, we reached this next all-time high, which all of us experienced together. If you've been around since COVID, right? You experienced this. This was your first bull run, right? Now we're back down. Family, I'm telling you right now, XRP is about to pass this last all-time high. And when it does, we saw Bitcoin go from 10,000 or excuse me, like a $20,000 all-time high to like 60,000. So we know XRP has the potential to do something behemoth, to make a behemoth move. Listen, send this link out to everybody. Blast this out in my Discord. I need y'all going crazy in Discord. I need you to go crazy on Telegram. Show this cause some love, because today, and it's 10:17, because today, I'm telling you right now, if you're looking on Twitter, if you're watching on Twitter, you're watching on YouTube, hit the little share button and share this out, because we are about to go extremely bullish today. Welcome to Coffee and Crypto. This is the 136th episode, and it's about to be a firecracker experience. And we're moving into my favorite holiday. It's spooky season. It's spooky season. Things are about to get spooky. See, I love, like, I'm an October baby. Things are going to get spooky. I always get excited. Like, it gets chilly, it gets spooky. You know what I mean? And so does it happen in the market. And only the strong survive. That's why it's important for you to be plugged in. Let's dive. Let's deep dive, family. So FTX, the company, sues Sam Bankman-Fried's parents to recover misappropriated funds. So remember now, Sam Bankman-Fried's mom and dad, I believe they are at, is it Columbia? It's one of these Ivy League universities, but I believe that they work at one of these Ivy League universities, and they have ties to the Democratic and the Republican Party. They've done a lot of work. Their main thing is dealing with securities. They deal with a lot, and I believe it was Columbia University, right? That they're a part of. But I'm sure we could go down here. But let's just read it. This is Wall Street Journal. You know, everybody wants you to subscribe. That's why I say, like, if you would subscribe to Wall Street Journal, would you subscribe for $10 a month to Coffee and Crypto? Just drop some coffee if you would, right? Or if you have, like, if you would pay, you know, if you would pay whatever, you know, subscribe to the news. Would you also subscribe to the good news, right? Would you subscribe to something, like, would you subscribe to something to help you stay updated, right? We have our newspaper that'll be sent out. News articles will start sending out via email soon, keeping people updated. We have new shows that is in the air right now. We got new things that's on the way, new growth. I consider this the new growth, the new birth phase. All right. Now, FTX has sued the founders' parents to recover millions of dollars in fraudulently transferred and misappropriated funds. The company said in a court filing late Monday. Joseph Bankman and Barbara Fried, both Stanford Law School professors, exploited their access and influence within the FTX enterprise to enrich themselves. The company operated in bankruptcy by new management allegedly. Okay. Now, another highlight. So they got $16.8 million in stolen funds. This is from Watcher Guru. Okay. So what they did was, the lawsuit is connected to manipulation accusations levied against both Alan Bankman and Barbara Fried. Manipulation and lobbying by the couple reportedly led to the massive sum of capital they received from the company. Okay. Their parents received more than $30 million in assets from FTX customers. This is nuts. They literally don't care about their son. They leveraged him and his abilities to be able to trade, and his abilities to be able to do these things. They leveraged him. They put him in the forefront while they played and did what they did, lobbied the money, washed the money, took all these customers' money. Absolutely sad. Okay. And from my understanding, from Watcher Guru, Sam Bankman-Fried's mom encouraged him to avoid disclosing several illegal political donations using stolen customer funds, FTX lawsuit says. So this is the thing that's happening right now in the news. Again, these are the highlights. These are the headlines. These are the things that the public see. See, I like to start in the beginning with things that the general public sees, because because then from there, we can deep dive into the technologies behind what they see. It's kind of like Bluetooth technology, like you use it every day, but there's certain technologies, there's certain companies on the stock market that you could have invested in back in the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s, and you could be wealthy right now in your 50s and in your 60s because you made that type of investment back then into a company of whatever company that created Bluetooth, right? Because all of those companies are doing very, very well and they're in technology. So we have that chance right now to do that. And we're doing it together each and every single week. Okay. Now, Klaus Schwab speaks on the BRICS. This right here. This came out September 12th of 2023. And the headline says, "Is this a warning?" Okay.
It's really multipolar because you have the middle states like Saudi Arabia, Indonesia, and of course India, exercising great influence on global on the global situation. Saudi Arabia, thanks to its energy reserves, India, thanks to the fact that it is the fastest growing economy at the moment. Then you have, I would say, also the industrial powers. You could argue today that some of the companies like Google, Microsoft, and so on are truly multinational power factors. So it's a very complex world. And it's not a very stable world because we are now witnessing a kind of dynamic system, which is constantly changing. And I should also add, by the way, to the power factors, small countries. I would argue that in the world of tomorrow, it's not the big fish eating the small fish, but the fast fish eating the slow fish. So you have countries like Singapore, like I would add Switzerland or Israel, playing also a essential role in the global system. We have to confront a very fragmented and I would say to a certain extent turbulent system, because those countries compete not only in economic terms, they compete having different values, having different systems. So the world is relatively full of complexities and certainly also uncertainties. Now, what we have to do in order to stick together is to look at those issues where we have really global interdependence, where if we do not cooperate, we will have a lose-lose situation.
All right. So that's from Klaus Schwab, head of the World Economic Forum, the CEO of the World Economic Forum. I think that he sees what's going on. And remember, he too has an agenda, but when you got a lot of alphas, right? It's a whole lot of alphas, right? A lot of alpha energy that has been that's going on right now. So we have to just pay attention and continue to stay educated. Now, here's Christine Lagarde, the head of the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, and listen to what she has to say about them. Excuse me, not the head of the International Monetary Fund. Excuse me, Christine Lagarde's the head of the ECB, the European Central Bank. Excuse me. So she is the head of the ECB, and she's talking about the digital euro and how they will be issuing central bank digital currencies.
I'm not impressed by cryptos. As I said, I see them as liabilities more than assets. I respect that people want to produce speculative instruments. If they're prepared to lose it all, that's fine. I'm very concerned that it's seducing young people who don't really understand what they're getting into. And one of the reasons I have pushed our project of the digital euro has to do with the fact that our societies are becoming more and more digital. And we cannot just operate with central bank money comprised of banknotes, coins. And I'm convinced that we must be able to produce a digital central bank currency. That's what we should be able to produce, as well as having a payment infrastructure that is conducive to fast, cheaper, more efficient payments
cross-border. All right. So understand something. And let me come up real quick. Let me come up. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you exactly what's happening. So these countries, they want to control this through stable coins, right? Stable coins are really that stable coin. That is the technology, but a lot of us say, man, there's no money to be made in stable coins. And you're right, unless you do some type of like staking or farming or, earning some yield. XRP is the closest digital asset to a stable coin. It settles in 3 to 5 seconds. It does not matter how volatile anything is, not even Bitcoin. Nothing moves. The price of it does not move that fast in 3 to 5 seconds. Yes, it's volatile, and I could see if it's set in it for 15 minutes like a Bitcoin, or an hour like a Bitcoin, or something like that, right? Or 10 minutes like an Ethereum or whatever, right? Yeah, then you have volatility that really happens. But XRP, it's already built as close to a stable coin that it possibly can be. However, there is something else that is coming, and we've talked about it multiple times on the show. The very last thing that we're going to talk about is this, but it is the XLS30D platform, right? And so this will be the implementation of AMMs, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But understand that Christine Lagarde, she just said that CBDCs is a thing, and she told you what technology they're looking to use. Now pay attention, because here in the US, it's a completely different conversation in Congress.
Thank you, Chairman McHenry. I'm extremely proud to have this legislation that, frankly, I've been working on for 3 years at least. The CBDC Anti-Surveillance State Act included in your markup today. It's the first anti-central bank digital currency legislative effort introduced in the United States and for the past 2 Congresses. And we've worked with my colleagues and with stakeholder groups to update, improve, and grow support for this bill. Today, this bill has the support of 60 members of Congress and groups ranging from the Independent Community Bankers Association and American Bankers Association to Club for Growth, Heritage Action, and the Blockchain Association. We've come a long way. This bill is simple. It halts the efforts of this administrative state under President Biden from issuing a financial surveillance tool that will undermine the American way of life. Unlike decentralized cryptocurrencies, a central bank digital currency is a digital form of sovereign currency that is designed and issued by a government and transacts on a digital ledger that is controlled by that government. In short, a central bank digital currency is a government-controlled programmable money that, if not designed to emulate cash, could give the federal government the ability to surveil and restrict Americans' transactions. This is not just alarming, it's downright un-American. We've already seen examples of governments weaponizing their financial system against their citizens. In China, the Communist Party is using a central bank digital currency to track the spending habits of its citizens. The data is being used to create a social credit system that rewards or punishes people based on their behavior. Closer to home in the Western Hemisphere in Canada, the Trudeau administration froze the bank accounts of individuals involved in the 2022 trucker protests. That might work in Canada, that doesn't work here. This appetite for financial surveillance may be gaining a stronghold, unfortunately, right here at home. The White House issued an executive order placing urgency on central bank digital currency research and development, and the agency reports to that executive order have made it clear that the Biden administration is not only itching to create a CBDC, but they are willing to trade Americans' right to financial privacy for a surveillance-style central bank digital currency. We're not going to let this happen. My bill ensures the United States digital currency policy is in the hands of the American people, not the administrative state, so that it reflects our American values of privacy, individual sovereignty, and free market competitiveness. American values, American values. This is what the future global digital economy needs. If not open, permissionless, and private like cash, just like cash, a central bank digital currency is nothing more than a CCP-style surveillance tool that can be weaponized to oppress the American way of life. If China embraces it, you know it's something worth standing against in this country. I'd like to welcome all of my colleagues on both sides of the aisle to support this bill, which protects innovation and defends against an ever-expanding government surveillance state. Thank you again, Chairman McHenry and Congressman Hill.
All right, let's talk about it real quick. All right, this is, I love it. I love to talk about these things because this is big. So you know how they say, like in movies, like anytime that they're going to do something, anytime that they're going to like issue something, they tell us it in like movies and films and TV shows. Well, Twitter is that of our generation, right? Twitter is our it is our Disney, right? Twitter is our Disney, and so with this video being pushed out on Twitter so crazy, so many people have seen this video and seen these videos. That's why I think it's important to show the video, but then also give your mindset, especially when you are a financial officer, right? Like my boy Noit said, we are enforcing these laws in multiple different ways. Anointed is enforcing it by getting us all paid. I mean, he is issuing tickets. I'm enforcing it by just staying deep. I'm deep in the rabbit hole. I'm in the bunker. You know what I mean? I'm in the bunker. You know what I mean? I'm in the bunker with it. And Noit is in the field. Anointed is in the field. He's out serving citations. And I'm in the background. I think I might be. We'll see what I am. Me and Anointed will talk about it. We'll have a decision for y'all on the next episode. But with that being said, all right, we got something else. I got more stuff to show you all. Are y'all enjoying today's show? Is it worth being here? Are y'all getting value? Just light it up one time. Just let me know. And it's all good if not. You know what I mean? I promise you, I'm having a good time. I'm learning a whole lot. And that is what's most important. I really do this for myself. Like, truthfully, I'm not gonna lie, it's a very selfish act. This, like what I'm doing with this podcast is really a selfish act. But I'm also being selfless because I'm like, okay, I can be selfish, but I also have to be selfless because that's what leaders have to be. See, you have to be selfish because even if I was the only one to show up, I still show up. That's selfish. But then you got selfless, selfish people. I believe that's what we are here in this community. Now, I'm going to show you guys a selfish and self-centered person, right? Now, y'all like how I transitioned. That was a good trend. Yo, that was a transition right there, y'all. That was fire. I'm going to show you guys a selfish and self-centered person now. This guy right here, his name is Gary Gensler, and he will be fired, forced to resign before the end of this year. We're claiming it. In 2024 will be very bullish because whoever steps in the seat of the chairman of the SEC will be extremely bullish on digital assets, and they'll know exactly what to do to get us to the next level. Family, I hope you all are enjoying this ride as much as I am.
When you take collectively recent court decisions we have seen, how have they made you, Gary Gensler, think differently about regulating this space?
I'll tell you, I think the same thing. It's about ensuring for compliance and protecting the investing public. And this is a field, it kind of reminds me a bit of the 1920s securities markets 100 years ago, where a lot of people were getting hurt. And Congress came along and said, we've got to clean that up. And of course, we had the Great Depression. And the securities laws apply to crypto security tokens. And there's nothing incompatible with those tokens, with the securities laws.
All right. Typically, I feel bad because this man is a human, right? He's a human being. We're all humans. I've made bad decisions and people have forgiven me. You know what I mean? And you've made bad decisions too, and people have forgiven you. Like, we're all human, right? But this man, he had the opportunity to just, and that's what we mean by ego edging God out. God is not in this man's life right now at all, because he has such a big ego, right? There's only one thing, like after going through defeat after defeat, you would think after a while, you're like, okay, there's something that I'm not getting that I need to get, because everybody is not just going to be against me for no reason.
Investors still benefit from disclosure, and investors get to choose based on that disclosure. Investors benefit from laws against fraud and manipulation and other conflicts in the markets. And we've just seen so many people hurt and lost their money, hoping for a better future. And there's so many hucksters and fraudsters in this field.
And so nothing any court would say would change your mind on
that. I wish something a court could say, which would actually bring the compliance sooner. But this was a field that was built as a global field. So a lot of it's outside of the US. And we have very robust securities laws in this country. Having said that, there are a lot of folks in this field that are trying to say, well, those don't apply.
So you all can see the posture of Gary Gensler has completely dwindled. It's diminished by so much, you know, and you can honestly tell that, you know, because these are what we're seeing in the front of the camera. But imagine when Gary Gensler is actually sitting in the back rooms, you know, it's like being in a hostage situation. You know, you don't know what's about to happen to you. You don't know what's about to happen, right? That's how Gary Gensler is feeling right now, you know, and he had his chance. He had his chance to literally make things right, and he didn't. So what do? Hey, can somebody drop this emoji? Hey, Brad hit him. Hey, Brad standing outside the, hey, Brad sitting outside the SEC like this, knowing, hey, like this. Yo, hey, can everybody just hit me one time with that emoji right there? Can we get that energy all around the world one time? Y'all see what's going on. This is the CEO of Ripple and the chief legal officer of Ripple, okay, Stuart Alderati, and the CEO, Brad Garlinghouse. He said, this is my man's caption, had to take a picture in front of the SEC government building while in town. In case you're wondering, ... No, Chair Gensler did not invite us in. That's called being on the right side of history and the law. Gary, you are fired. Hey, yo, they still rolling in. The people is still, they're still rolling in. It's still rolling in, Gary. I'm just saying, man. So this right here, when you can stand outside the SEC's building and post this on your Twitter and tag the SEC and tag the SEC. Hold on, wait. Noin, I gotta bring Noin up. Noin, yo, we gotta talk about this, bro. This is nuts, bro. Noin,
Yo,
that's
bro, I'm literally laughing at this picture, bro. Like, yo, the way bro is outside. First of all, bro's throwing parties. Bro is doing events. Bro is outside. He's pretty much taunting them now. Bro is pretty much out here taunting everybody because he already know what's up. And yo, you know the person that stayed out of this the most that we know is up on all this?
who?
That man, Chris Larson.
Oh, Chris, yeah, Chris is a
He's a humble man.
He a
He a smooth criminal.
He a smooth
Yo,
criminal.
Chris Larson is a smooth criminal, and he has the best man. I'll tell you one thing, bro. Brad Garlinghouse is a hell of a guy.
Man.
Now, I trust this man. I don't know him personally, but I feel like I know him. This man, Brad, has an amazing energy, bro. And you can feel his vibration through his videos and through his pictures. He's been consistent speaking the same thing. He's been telling us all the same thing for many years through so many videos, through so many news platforms. He's been telling everybody, yo, guys, this just doesn't make sense. He's been telling us, like, yo, he's been holding it down in such a, I've never seen Brad raise his voice or get upset publicly. And
Never.
people antagonize him all the time about crypto, and he has all the right answers. And he never overcook it. He never overcooked the grits.
No.
And at this point, he like, well, I told you. And he know it's coming to an end and a close. And man, we gotta take, honestly, bro, I gotta go to the SEC building. We gotta do, bro. We gotta go do this.
Let's go, bro.
We gotta go to the SEC, bro. We should just shoot our own movie. Like, I don't know who watched The Big Short, but you guys gotta watch The Big Short.
I watched it the other night, bro.
Yo, what a movie, bro.
What a movie.
What a movie.
I thought Wolf of Wall Street was one of my favorites, but bro,
I thought Wolf of Wall Street was one of my favorites, bro. And it is.
Still is.
And the crazy thing is that I actually realized, like, bro, I'm this type of people. I love to make money and curse my friends out. That's what I do. Like, and I know everybody in the call don't know me that good yet, but that's what I do, y'all. I curse my friends out. I curse in the house. I go crazy. Like, when I'm trading, if I lose a trade, you're gonna know I lost in my room. Like, you're gonna hear it, and then I'm gonna come downstairs and drink some tea. I'm gonna make, you know what I mean? And I'll eat some cereal and get right back to it. Like, yo, like, seriously, like, yo, y'all have no clue what me and Canada used to do when we used to build business and stuff. We used to have we had Wolf of Wall Street energy going on in our organizations all the time. Like, we did big speeches for the people. We got the people going. And just to see that it all made sense and we are very smart, the only thing that I would say that we didn't do consistently is come together in suits. But everything else, it was exactly consistent. So yeah, bro, just to give it back to you, this is a hell of a picture. I say that we go to the SEC and we do our own content.
Love to, bro. I will lie. I honestly, bro, I got a flight for that. I could fly for that. That's something I could fly for. Yo, that would be crazy. But yo, man, so y'all heard it, man. Like, and this is from the person that told me first about XRP. Like the person just came up, anointed, told me about XRP. So absolutely allow for me to be able to go tell my mom about XRP so she could go bullish. And then she went and told all her friends and family about XRP. You see, so it's like, it's a ripple effect. And like this, everybody just You feel me? Let's keep going.
Let me ask you, you're talking about choke point 2.0. I have to ask you this because right now, and especially in the XRP community, and I got DMs asking me this, so I'm gonna throw this at you and ask you if you know anything or if you have a comment or you don't. But Stephen Nayeroff has made a claim that when he got arrested, he was thrown in a van and was demanded by the FBI to give up whatever information he had on a litany of people from, you know, and you were on that list, and there were other people on the list, journalists on the list, such as Naomi Brockwell, a client of mine, you know, Vitalik Buterin and others. And were you aware of that, or do you know anything about it?
I was not. I did not know anything about it until all that came out. And when I started looking into it, what I spotted was there were a lot of names on that list, and the press picked and chose a few that might be the best known, but there were a lot of names on that list. I knew nothing about it.
Okay. And so you really don't know anything about it?
Nope.
Okay.
So my boy Steve Nayeroff, I don't know if y'all heard of this guy, but you know, the Ethereum free pass is finally coming out. Like, it's being exposed. And this guy right here, look, hey, Nayeroff, hey, you feel like Nayeroff means business. Like, he's been feeding me on Twitter. Like, I'm telling you, he said, look, my boy commented, so Digital Asset Investor said this. My boy Nayeroff said, it's agency created law, whatever that means. And how exactly did Ethereum even satisfy this magical agency pixie dust? Is it possible that some people knew it wasn't valid when giving or advising on the speech in the state of Ethereum? One would almost think that William Hinman, Mark Berger, and even Jay Clayton were sent to SEC for this very purpose, joined by career folks who helped execute the plan like Valerie S., John Enright, John Daniels, and others. I'm sure this all crazy talk and everything isn't as it appears. Whew. Hey, hold on. Hey, it's getting hot. My boy Steven is not joking around. Okay, look at this right here. He commented on the video we just watched. Let's read. SEC Gov is a tactical unit of the establishment. Courts are an effective weapon as time alone often defeats the target entity and freezes the market while other parts of the government work to co-opt the industry. Ultimately, this isn't a war against crypto. Crypto is the prize. Y'all know what you hold? This is the Big Short. Exactly. Do you know what you hold? Noit, it's time, bro. We got a lot of people to say, bro. Noit, like, for real, bro. The Big Short inspired me on something different, bro. I was like, I need a team like that, like Wolf of Wall Street. Noit, you showed me a check for 70. Noit showed me the check. Noit showed me the check. He showed me the check the other day. He showed me the check. And look, I'll come work. Like, I gotta go to work. Like, Noit showed me the check. When you see the money, he showed me. I don't know about nobody, but he showed me the real check. Y'all don't, a lot of y'all ain't even seen the check. Like, Noit don't even show the check no. Like, the check, and this one right here is not even a blue check. It's a clear check because you can clearly see the money. Family, I'm telling you right now, I'm inspired, y'all. I got another video. JP Morgan representative, all right, talks about blockchain. This is a JP Morgan representative. Listen up.
Sorry, homogeneous market that if one thing changes, all will change, which clearly it won't. So I think when it comes back to what we're doing, I think our acceptance is that the vision of what this market will look like 10 years from now, if anyone's got that, then great. I think, we're too early in the story to really think about how much of each type of asset class in what market by what type will will kind of eventually evolve into using this technology, other than to say, I think a reasonable proportion of regulated markets will be on this technology, using it in a sophisticated way within a decade. And what a reasonable proportion could be anywhere from the 10% mentioned previously to anywhere sort of sub 50. I don't think more of that is irrational.
Did y'all hear what he said? Did y'all hear what he just said? 10% bare minimum of this market will be represented through distributed ledger technology and blockchain. There's only a couple of technologies out there that deal with DLT. So when you hear the term DLT in these videos, there's only a few. You got Ripple, you got Quant, you got Stellar, you got Hedera, you got XDC, you got HBAR. These are the ones that deal. There might be a couple of others. These are the ones that deal with distributed ledger technology on a enterprise scale. So if you hold these, it's not financial advice, but you are financially astute. Video from Mainnet. Mainnet is happening right now.
What's your thought on the recent SEC court losses? I mean, you'll be talking about this on the main stage today. And what are your thoughts on the Coinbase case?
Yeah, and I'm really excited. I'm going to be sitting down here at Mainnet today with Paul Greenwald, who is the chief legal officer of Coinbase. But, it's very interesting because as Congress is working through this legislative gap, filling the legislative gap, we've seen regulatory agencies try to test the limits of the law by using a regulation by enforcement approach. And so they're doing these cases. And what we've seen is, particularly over the summer, Ripple, who's right behind us here, they scored a major win, and that XRP is not deemed to be a security. And so we're finding that we're not able to get clarity with regulatory agencies, but we are able to get some clarity through the courts. And so we're hoping that as the Coinbase case moves through, we'll continue to get additional clarity, which will allow time for Congress to figure out the appropriate framework and get that enacted into law.
All right, so I want to show y'all something real quick. Now, you heard she said the Ripple booth is right behind us, at Mainnet. You know what I mean? They literally just said that, right? The Ripple booth is right behind us. And then at Mainnet, you got Brad Garlinghouse on stage at Mainnet and Stu Alderati, right? Hold on, wait. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? You feel me? So you got on the stage the goats themselves, right? Now I want to show you how big of a thing this is. Ripple wasn't even invited. They weren't even invited, but they are a bronze sponsor. So they bought the bronze sponsorship after spending all this money, right? I really wanted to show y'all. I really wanted to show y'all what's happening, their booth. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it because I don't want to just be going through here sliding. It's kind of a waste of time. Let me go to latest and see if they got anything that we can find real quick on them. But basically what I was going to show you all is that Ripple. Okay, so the same people that Brad Garlinghouse and that's been bad mouthing Brad Garlinghouse, the same people that's going through this issue with ETHgate are the same people that throw Mainnet and that's at Mainnet each and every single year. Brad Garlinghouse said, yo, we coming to your territory this year. We're going to be a bronze sponsor. And they got the biggest booth in the entire conference, and their booth is sitting in the middle of Mainnet. Now Brad shows you the power of Ripple. Like he's flexing now. Brad is feeling good. The lawsuit is over with, y'all. Okay, listen to what Kevin O'Leary said November 11th of 2022.
Yes, I don't think we can solve for every single asset in crypto. I want to do one thing, and that one thing is to pass the Stablecoin Transparency Act. One thing, because that allows us to use the US dollar as a payment system. I would use that in all of my businesses every day. It's far superior to ACH, far superior to SWIFT, far faster, more transparent, 100% auditable. All I need is the regulation that forces an audit every 30 days and guarantees me the backup for this is treasury bills less than 12 months of duration. That's one thing, very simple. That would signal to everybody around the world that the regulators here in the United States are taking crypto on, starting to put rules in place, putting the guardrails on. No one is going to play ball anymore in this space on an institutional level with serious capital till we get it done.
Nobody's going to play on an institutional level until we get this done. Check this out. Now I bring all of this together for y'all. Congratulations if you stuck here, because this was the little icing. This was like the cherry on top. It's 10:57. We end around 11. So this is like the little cherry on top for y'all real quick. Okay. This is from Digital Perspectives. All right. He pulled this up right here. This is called the prudential treatment requirements from the BIS. They're going to categorize these digital assets, category 1 or category 2. Let's go and look at this really quick, okay? This is from the Bank of International Settlements, an overview of the prudential treatment of crypto asset exposures. Prudential requirements. A group 1 crypto assets fulfills the classifications conditions. There's only 2 types of groups. Either you're a tokenized traditional asset, so that's the tokenized gold, that's tokenized silver, that's tokenized real estate, that's tokenized art, tokenized traditional asset. And then group 1B is crypto assets with stabilization mechanisms, AKA stable coins. Group 2 crypto assets that will not fulfill this prudential requirement, okay, is crypto assets that do not qualify as group 1. Example, Bitcoin. What is out of scope? Out of scope, central bank digital currencies. They are building this crap right in front of us, y'all. This is it right here. This right here should give you the chills, because from this moment forward, I'm about to show you exactly why. When I tell you that we are financial officers, this is the big short. This ain't even the big short. This is the great long. The big short already happened. We're about to experience the great long. All right. I feel like we're in like a place and y'all like, yeah. Ooh. Like that's how that's how the emojis is going crazy right now. Like that's the energy I'm getting right now. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you for the coffee. All right. Now, credit, I got you, Mo. Credit and market risk requirements. Capital requirements at least equivalent to those of traditional assets, with further considerations for a capital add-on. New guidance on application of current rules to capture the risk relating to stablecoin mechanisms, which they already have the stablecoin stuff, that's the stablecoin acts that's coming out. Pay attention right here, right now. Pay attention right here, right now. How XRP could become a stablecoin. Slippage / arbitrage. Minimize. So understand that with this new AMM, the automated market makers, they're agents that pool liquidity stabilized by arbitrators. Okay, together they tighten the slippage in price, creating fees earned for AMMs and a stable price for XRP. Look, creating fees earned for AMMs. So understand that if you have a Zum wallet, which there's only a certain amount that was ever created, you all should know this by now. If you have a Zum wallet, you will have the potential to become an AMM, because that's the way you're going to be able to do it, through that technology, through the XRP ledger. You'll be able to establish a stable price for your XRP while allowing XRP to move freely in an open market, providing a reliable and stable price without having to peg the asset. Are you ready to become an XRP AMM, a qualified automated market maker on the XRP ledger? I'm like SpongeBob. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. That's how I feel. I feel like SpongeBob. Feel me? That's how I'm feeling right now. Feeling like SpongeBob. Somebody asked me today how I'm feeling. I'm telling them feeling like SpongeBob. I'm feeling like Bob. You feel me? All Bob the Builder, right? SpongeBob. I'm feeling like all the Bobs. I'm just bobbing and weaving. Somebody say, what you doing? I'm bobbing and weaving through life right now. I'm bobbing and weaving to my way to riches. I'm bobbing and weaving. That's what I'm doing. That's where we're at right now. I'm delusional. I'm delusional. I already know. Listen, people think I'm delusional because I be talking about this wealth. I know what's coming already. We show it here. We're in here. Brad Garlinghouse doing this confirmed for me one thing. I appreciate y'all for being here, right? This is the official document from the BIS, by the way. I pulled that up too. I'll drop it in the Discord. But check this out. Check this out. I got one thing to say. Told you so. We told you so. Listen, if you bobbing and weaving with me through this space, listen, I appreciate y'all. We're forever blessed. We're immensely blessed. And I'm gonna tell you how blessed we are before y'all go anywhere. Raise your hand if you got something to say. Please raise your hand. I'm gonna call on you. But check this out. There's gonna come a time, and this is how blessed we are. And I'm gonna break this down for you all so you all can really value what we have here that's so special. We have the ability to stack XRP at a very low price. We have the ability to see it run to astronomical prices. We have the ability to know how to read the charts, to know when the market has reached a major ceiling or a major sky, right? And when it's going to go down to the next major low. We can take those profits, we can put them into a stabilized digital asset. We can stabilize our profits. We can take those profits. We can put those profits back in at a low price. We can flip those profits. We can wait for the next bull run that's going to happen again. Then guess what? We can take those profits, stabilize those profits in a stabilized digital asset, then wait for it to go back down and do it again. And that's what I call money babies. That's how we get our profits pregnant and we make money babies. That's the first thing. The second thing is, you know how to trade. Now we can make money forever through the markets by trading, RPS style. Third thing is, now we have so much XRP that we become automated market makers and we automate and make the market. So if you know all three of those skills, you are a financial officer too. Mo, the floor is on you.
Man, look, I am right now inside of this house. I'm not gonna make all this noise, but
let's go.
Let's go. Man, look, if y'all ain't got the coffee, all this crypto information my brother is dropping to y'all, if y'all ain't paying to pay attention, if y'all ain't here to enjoy all this knowledge, what a time to be. Things that we must experience. Ain't that right, Noit? We are right now packing our bags for our outer space motherfucking passport so we can get the hell up out of here. Drop top twins, nerds in the motherfucking building. Man, we are here. Let's go. Let's move. We out of here. Love you.
Hey, Mo said, hey, they gonna have to, oh, my bad, Mo. I didn't mean to unmute you. Hey, Mo is my brother, man. He bring a different level of energy. And you can't stop the energy. You can't stop the energy. I don't even try to, like, who am I? Who am I to stop the energy? You know? There's freedom of speech here for a reason. We are in America, aren't we? Right? YouTube, we are in America, you know? I want my old channel back. All right. I want my old channel back. Matter of fact, I need y'all help. I'm seeing people get their old channels back. And you want to know why? Because their communities got their back. I need everybody to go on Twitter and we got to tag YouTube and let them know, and tag at Coffee and Crypto. And they need to give me my channel back. I want my channel back. Other people got their channels back. VO need his channel back. God darn it. Go ahead, Gmail.
Yo, what's going on, everyone?
What up, bro?
Man, bro, I just want to say, amazing show, man, just like every day. And man, listen, it's it's very vital. It's very important for everyone that's on here to really pay attention, you know, because there's gonna be a day, you know, that day is gonna come when we're gonna need this information, and it's just gonna be so complicated to understand, because it's already complicated as it is, and it's coming from an individual who can explain things to like its most simplest form, right? You explain this in a way that's so simple. You take everything complicated and you really give it to us in such a way that's understandable. And there's going to be a way when we're really going to need this, bro. And this information is going to be so hard to understand. And that's where things are really going to hit the fan, you know? And another thing, this is just like a side note, but yo, like banks are giving us so much issues, bro. Like, for example, like my sister, she received a lot of scholarships from school, right? And there's been a few that they haven't been able to give to her because the banks are tripping, bro. Like, my sister got in contact with the person that gave her the scholarship, bro. They came in person with my sister to the bank, because it was like the first time this happened, right?
Wow.
She came with her to the bank, and then she was telling like the bank, and she's like, I'm the person giving her the scholarship. It's like, you know, it's like it's her money. Give her the money, right?
Yeah.
They were in there for over an hour, bro.
Yeah,
you know how much money they wouldn't give her, bro?
How much?
Bro, we're not even talking about like $10 billion scholarship, bro. It was $300, bro. Over $300, bro. It's been over 2 weeks. It's been over 2 weeks that
$300.
They've sent in letters. The school, like director, I sent in letters. The person from the scholarship, like, dude, it's crazy. And over $300, bro. They're out here crying, and they're really protecting these 200, but like they're spending more time and energy on not giving her that money than like what they could be using it for. And it's just crazy, man. So, man, if it's hard right now for a scholarship, bro, man, what's coming, bro? What is coming, bro? Man, plug in with this guy, man. If not, man, I don't even know what to tell you. It's gonna be crazy, but stick to Vince, hold on to Vince, because this man and Anointed they got the gems.
Hey,
appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you, man. Absolutely. And I'm gonna call up Billy here in a second, but I just wanted to kind of rebuttal on that. You know, I wanted to just say that, you know, it's so important, guys, to stay connected. Like, it's so important for us to stay connected. And like, you can hear it from Jamel. Like, Jamel don't miss an episode. Like, Jamel's here all the time, and he's learning a trade, and he's doing, like, he's plugged all the way in. And just understand that, like, until you finally decide to be plugged in, I'm gonna tell you, like, all of this stuff is temporary. You know what is like long-term for real? Skill sets. Like, your job is temporary. It's so temporary. You're not promised that job. That company is not promised to be here tomorrow. That company could be bought out at any moment. That company could go bankrupt at any moment. And then what do? Right? How do you make money? I'm telling you, learn how to trade. I'm plugging back in. Like, I'm not playing with it. It's like, you know how many times I've been, and like, every time I plug into trading, I come out, I plug in, I get better. Like, I get better and better and better. And some of you all that have been in my Discord group, y'all have seen, like, I've gotten so much better at trading. But also, there's more simplified ways to learn this skill set. And that's why I have to realize like my mentor for trading is anointed. You know what I mean? Like if I'm not plugged into that, what am I doing? Like, that's the man with the plan. Dead serious with trading. That's the man with the plan. So you want to learn that. That's why it's important. Don't just, you have to be plugged in, right? You have to be plugged in to everything. Like, you have to have a holistic approach to everything, because if you're going to long-term invest, you still need to understand what a candlestick is. You still need to understand what a pip is. You still need to understand what bullish and bearish and support, resistance, zones. You need to understand these things, because if you don't understand it, then you're technically just leaving it up to chance. You don't want to leave this up to chance. You want to know every time. If you're stacking your funds, if you're saving, let's say you make $100 a day, and you save 10%, that's $10 a day. After 10 days of making $100, of making $100 a day, after 10 days, you're now at what? You're now at $100. You need to know at this moment, is this the right time for me to buy for the long-term portfolio? Or should I wait until it goes down for me to dollar cost average in? Because you always want to get in at the best prices that you possibly can get in at. That's the mindset of being a full investor, a holistic investor. Okay. We're taking a more holistic approach to this thing. Okay. And I'd like to say that I think what's going on right now is we have in this community, we have technical analysis that's covered, and we now have we have technical analysis that is covered, right? And then we also have our I'm sorry, y'all. I'm having a brain fart. Fundamental analysis, right? We have our fundamental analysis. Okay. So we have technicals, right? And then we have fundamentals. The fundamentals is the news. These are the updates, the technology. These are the things that I provide here on Coffee and Crypto. I provide you all with top tier fundamental analysis, right? And you know where you can go get technicals. You can get technicals on Sundays. You can get technicals on Tuesdays. You can get technicals on Wednesdays. You get technicals anytime when you're rocking with the nerds. So it's like it only makes sense for us all to be together, to work together, because you need both. You need fundamentals and you need technicals. You need tokenomics and you need technicals. Go ahead, Billy.
Yes, sir. You know, you can get technicals by just being in the group, right?
Right.
And have them every day. 2 o'clock in the morning, like last night. I wanted to text someone, but I knew he was probably sleeping. You know, he talking about those terms on the short that I watched last night. They said in that movie, man, if they would just call it what it is, but you have to learn all the technical terms of what things are, the long and the short, and all the technical terms, which is true. But I'm gonna say this to you. I go to the bank now, and my banker lady, she seems to have a little more respect for me. I don't know. I don't get to smirk anymore. She just gives me my money. She says, "Thank you, Billy." But she used to go, "How you doing with that crypto? Oh, how you doing?" You used to kind of crack at me a little bit. Now she doesn't crack at me, and I hadn't asked her. I'm not going to confront her, but it's like I almost have seen like I got a little respect out of the deal. Let me tell you, I was sitting yesterday at a buffet. I'm sorry, I'm doing better. I ate light, okay, but somebody came in at the like maybe closing, and they were still open. I'm gonna use a metaphor, right? They said, "Come on in." So the couple came in and walked around and looked at all the crypto. I mean, looked at all looked at all the teachings, looked at all the lessons, and then decided, well, it was good to me because I got in early. I took my time and I browsed the buffet, and I picked and chose from the greener grasses. But when they come in, it was still a buffet, and it was still the same food, right? But it wasn't as appealing. It didn't look as well, and therefore they passed on it. And people were still trying to get them in. Come on, sit down, sit down. You know what I'm saying? But it's like if you wait too long, I do have this one saying: if you hang around the barbershop long enough, you're gonna get a haircut.
I knew that. Hey, I knew some wisdom was incoming. I knew a gym was coming.
Yeah, and you know, if you sit there long, if you sit there in a bar, you're gonna have a drink. If you're sitting at a buffet, you're gonna have a something greasy. You know, if you hang out there, put yourself there. But it was funny last night. No one had talked about going to Vegas and doing the Big Short, and I saw something and I did a little short of it and I sent it to the community chat because it was just perfect. It's talking about being there at the right time and then going to Vegas. I thought, you know, he's talking about the things that he saw just yesterday that changed his perspective on some things, like he was supposed to be there. I think we're all supposed to be here. We're watching this, you know. Everybody's got the energy. There's 30 people and 30 people on his and 30 people on ours and 30, you know, it's like, I don't know where everybody is, Vince. I can't pull anybody else. Maybe I can, you know, maybe I can just lead them. But it's hard to share that water. They just don't want to drink out my bottle. They don't want to find their own trough. They just want to, I don't know, maybe give it to them. I don't know how that's going. You know, maybe we just all moved to Bali, right? Is that what he said? Was that Bali? Is that what you were talking about last night?
Yep, moving to Bali.
I don't know where the hell Bali is, but you know what? I'm on these things. I'm listening. I'm watching. Everybody's on here doing the same thing. And, you know, we're going to be gazillionaires for sure.
Yep, we definitely will. Definitely will. Especially if we put everything. No, thank you. Let's get it. Wow. Woo. What a day, y'all. YouTube, I hope y'all enjoyed it, man. I hope y'all got some value today. Twitter, thank you for tuning in. Zoom family, as always. You know, whether you're in the Discord group, the Telegram groups, you know, these are things that we're talking about right now to be able to really bring the communities together and get everything, because again, fundamentals, technicals, very, very important in your journey. And people should have both. People should have the ability to be able to have both. So that's just my take on it. Thank you all so much for being here for episode number 136 of Coffee and Crypto. This was one of my favorite episodes thus far. I feel like the energy was off the chain today. Y'all really came with it, and I'm immensely blessed to have each and every single one of you all in my life. I'm hopefully you all feel the same way. Have an amazing day, and I'll see y'all at the top, not just from the top. Let's get it.